got the man who brought us the action as a professional right here. He's no stranger to us in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. I've got Paulie Ayala. Paulie, come on, shake my hand again, baby. It's always good to have you here. I tell you what, you have become one of the premier promoters here in the area, and I want to say that, okay? I know you're too humble to come back and say all this stuff. I got a couple of questions I want to ask you right quick before we actually start into your fight that you're actually going to be presenting here April 21st. It's going to be the Tejano Throwdown. It's going to be here at Convention Center. It's going to start at 6 o'clock. So fight fans, don't forget, it's going to start at 6 p.m. and there's a reason why. I'm going to go ahead and let that out. He's got a concert after the fight, so he wants to make sure he catches it all. But Paulie, let's go talk about the fight card, 7 fights. Tell me what the fight fans need to know that you think is important.
Well, I mean, we have, to me, I think we have some of the best Dallas and Fort Worth talent here that's going to be fighting on this card and with this promotion. So, I mean, you never know. There's going to be knockouts. I mean, my guys, when I've been seeing them, I mean, they're ready. They're ready to fight, and I'm looking forward to seeing it. I mean, it's going to be an action-packed night.
Well, you know, you're going to have a title bout that's going to be featuring Teron Washington versus Brian Vetta. It's going to be for the WPBA middleweight international title. It's going to be scheduled for 8 rounds, if I remember correctly. Tell me about that right quick.
Well, I mean, we have Brian Vera, you know, who always comes to bring it. You know, his last time that he fought here in Fort Worth was at the Super Brawl last year. So, I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing him in the ring again. I mean, it's good to have him here back in town and take advantage. And, you know, he gets a chance to win a little minor title, but I mean, at least it's a chance to go forward.
Well, you know, to talk about some of the Herald guys that you brought in, you always bring a good show in. You got Miguel Buendia. Don't forget, fight fans, Miguel Buendia. You got Samuel Clarkson. Oh, God, knockout artist himself. We got John Vetta also coming in, one of the hotel favorites who is now making his second professional bout. Don't forget Joel Hernandez. We can't sell him short. Always coming, bringing the show. And also Arturo, I'll call him Arturo. How about Arthur Trevino? And then Manuel Rojas. I'll tell you, the Punisher himself. Tell me about all them. Just tell me a nutshell about these other guys out of the stable of PAP.
Well, I mean, you know, John Vera, he had a knockout on his pro debut, so being the second fight, I mean, he's in with a guy from El Paso that it should be interesting, you know. I mean, but I mean, John's been sparring. He sparred a little bit with Errol Spence last week, so I know that nobody around here that John will face at this level will be better than that. So,
that's right. That's right.
That's definitely going to help him. You know, you got Joel fighting Guadalupe Perez. I mean, you know, Joel, he's always comes to bring it. You know, the Foros warrior. He just he makes it a fight every time. You know, you got Arthur and Raul. I mean, you know, Arthur, the blood and guts warrior. You know, he's ready to bleed. You know, he's ready to get cut. He's ready to get knocked down, try to get back up, and do whatever it takes to, you know, to come back and not only give you the action, but to come back with a win.
Right.
You know, and then of course you got Manuel. You know, who's undefeated. You know, getting better each fight. He had a knockout his last fight, and you know, he's looking better every time. You know, I see him in the gym sparring, and I mean, I'm just, you know, looking forward to see him just continue to develop. And then of course, you know, you got Samuel. You know, the main event. Of course, he's not the main event this fight. You know, he's named the main event.
Right.
He will show you why they call him that, because you know, he brings the show while it lasts. I don't know how long this fight's gonna last, but I know Samuel. You know, he trains to go the distance. So even if it does go the distance, I mean, he's gonna be dominant in his performance. And of course, Miguel. You know, Miguel Buendia. You know, the fighting Marine. His last outing, he gave us everything. I mean, I know he had a hard time with Angel, but you know, there was a weight discrepancy. It was supposed to be for a title. Angel didn't even make that weight, so you know, the title was off. And you know, Miguel fights at 130, so you know, he took the fight for the title opportunity. Of course, it was way out of his weight division, and you know, not to take anything from Angel, but you know, I mean, I was happy with the heart, you know, that Miguel brought out at the end of that fight, you know, to pull out at least a draw. And you know, and of course, you know, you got Brian and Teron for the title. I mean, we got a title fight, man. I mean, what else can you say? You got two guys that are that are going to, you know, be fighting for something, you know, for a strap that they've never had a chance to fight for. And, you know, I mean, who's not going to give it their all?
That's right, that's right. Well, I've got to tell you, Paulie, you always bring me the shot of excitement that I always look for. I always hit my arm because you give me the injection of what I call the sweet science itself. I've got to tell you, man, keep up the great work. We're going to sit here, and we've already got a lot of people out here. We look forward to seeing you Saturday night. We wish you the best of luck in a successful show. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, the band, the concert's going to be right after. Paulie Ayala only does one thing, baby. He brings it to you the right way, the way you want it. You stay tuned as we get the action Saturday night. And thank you again, Paulie. Stay tuned.